she around me like a wheelie, yo. All these fakers, something like C3PO. On my grind, I rack it up, I'm back. Come on.
What is good? It's Coach Steve with ILoveBasketballTV, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to jump higher off 1 foot instantly. Let's go. What is good? If you're new here, we do new videos every single week, so hit that subscribe button. And as usual, please leave a comment. It really helps us create the best content for you. Helps others who, if you have a shared experience, if you have any hacks that work for you, it helps other people. But also lets me know what content. This is a question I've gotten so many different times, how to jump off 1 foot. I do a lot of 2 foot videos, so I'm excited to bring you some 1 foot technique advice that help you jump instantly higher. Let's go. So just like any jump, there's a ton of pieces to 1 foot, but I'm going to try to simplify and work with what I used recently to help me jump my highest off 1 foot. Just earlier this year, I got my 1 foot to the highest it's ever been, and I used these hacks, and it's really impactful for me because it was something I had to practice and learn myself. So even though they sound simple, they are very, very useful to help you jump higher instantly. So the first one is going to be body positioning, okay? So what I mean by that, there's a lot of things head to toe that you can do, a lot of hacks, but I'm just going to give you a quick overview of the body positioning so you can use it right now. So main thing I see is a lot of times that people are really trying to gather like 2 feet, and the same thing is true, just like I say on 2 feet a lot, is look at the rim. But the difference with 1 foot is I see a lot of people when they do that, they want to like lean back too much, like they're trying to like really load up, and you want to just kind of stay basically straight. So when you're coming at the rim, I don't want you looking down, you don't want to like go like this, and I don't want you just looking at the rim like leaning back. If that makes sense. So what I want you to do is almost just run and stay as tall as you can, almost like walk at the rim like this, and that's how you do it. So when you come to the rim, you're going to be running, and you don't even need to load, because you don't even need to lower your body, because when you take that long penultimate stride, it's going to naturally lower you like that. So point is, you don't need to bend forwards to get into it. You don't need to lower like this. Stay upright, and naturally when you have that penultimate step, it'll naturally lower your body, which will give you that trajectory to prop you up. So it might feel a little weird at first, but I just want you to try, because I really think that if you get it a little bit correctly of your position, depending on how poor your positioning was previously, this will really help you increase instantly and make a big drastic improvement. So when you run at the rim, just try to even over exaggerate it where you don't make any movements, right? Because that's how the ultimate 1 foot jump will be very effortless, and these are just a few ways you can correct it instantly. So this one is really exciting because this one changed the way I do it, and I see so many people, this one kind of came naturally to me just because I always went off 1 foot from when I played basketball and when I play naturally. But when I help people with this one, I always see them instantly increase. So the last one helped me a lot. This one helps a lot of other people that I happen to have naturally, but I love teaching it because it's one of the ones I see help people the most instantly. So what it is just the angle you come at the rim. Because I see a lot of people, they come at the rim off 1 foot and they reach like this, and they're reaching like this, and it's kind of unnatural for their body. But what I tell them is come at a little bit of an angle. So if they go like this and they jump, right, you're gonna twist a little bit. If you've ever done a layup, right, and you come from this side, you never really land like this. Who does that, right? So when you do a layup, you do a layup and you land with that foot, right? And you're going on an angle like this, right? So you're coming on an angle. So when you're going for the rim, don't try to just come and touch the front of the rim right here. I like to come from this angle because I go off my left foot. So I go from this angle, and I go for the front of the rim, and it's like this. And you're not intentionally trying to twist, but the way your drive leg is going is a natural twist like this, right? So I'm going to show you from this angle. So if I come here, it's not going to be like straight up like this. I just jump, and then once I'm up in the air, I kind of end up a little bit sideways like this. And if you've seen any dunk, most people almost always dunk a little bit of an angle, just because that's the way their knee is driving up, and you're going with that side of your body. It just makes sense, because if you drive this knee up, you're not going to go straight. You have a part of your body in front of you, right? And so that's how I want you to angle it when you're trying to jump higher and going for that dunk. So if you're going for a lob, if you're going for a dunk off the dribble, come from a little bit more of an angle, test yourself, see what feels more comfortable. And I guarantee you, if you already jump really well and you feel comfortable off your jump, there will be a slight twist, and then try different angles. All right, this last one was the most awkward for me, but it made a big difference once I started practicing it, but it did feel the most awkward. So the other ones I kind of just naturally figured out, and it was easy for me to do, and so those ones may be awkward for you. Point is, some of these feel awkward at first, but they're correct, and they definitely will help you maximize your vertical jump. So it's gonna be the arm swing. So what you're gonna do is you want both arms back. So I'm gonna show you at the rim. So I like coming from this angle a lot, but what I notice is when you run like this. I'll show you, hold on. So coming up the rim, both arms like this, drive up together. So the rhythm is the same as 2 foot, but it's gonna feel very different because you're going off 1 foot. But the point is, you want your arms coming back and thrusting up together. And I'm gonna show you why it was tough for me, but what I do right first on 2 feet. So for 2 feet, when I come, I always take this big penultimate, arms back, and drive together. And very natural, and I have a very strong arm swing. It's part of the reason I jump very high, and it's also something I got very good at with the timing and maximizing every ounce of my upper body strength. Now with 1 foot, what was hard is that you're running like this, right? You're running, and then when you go to jump, one of your arms has to come back first. So for me, it's running, and then this one has to come back, and then I drive up together. So it's really tough because when you're running full speed, and it's like you have to really intentionally remember how to bring this right arm back, because I want to just go like this and this arm come back, right? Because I'm my left foot. So naturally, I kind of want my arms to keep going like this, alternating. Naturally, I want my arms to alternate, right? So then I had to really consciously think about my penultimate step. And when I take my left step, wait, which step is it? Yeah. So it's like when I'm driving into my left step and I'm pushing off the right leg as penultimate. Same as if it was right, left takeoff for 2 foot. When I take that penultimate, same thing, arm swing, okay? Very awkward for me at first, like I said, but when I got it normal and I understood the timing of when to put my arm swing back with my penultimate step and take off, I felt an instant boost because I'm using both of my arms instead of just one like this. So as you run at the rim, you're running, boom, just like that. So I'll come at you and show you. So you're running, penultimate, boom, and you drive up both arms. And if you have a ball in your hand, same thing is true. But what you want to do, bring it across, take off like this. So if you're coming at the rim without the ball, you're running, boom, arm swing back, right? I'll try to do a little bit with a little bit of speed, and you shall see. So you just run naturally, run, boom, just like that. And now with the ball, if you're going for a layup, you've probably done it naturally if you're going for a layup. So when you pick up the ball, you've seen a lot of people kind of put it out in front, really get a big swing. Same arm swing rhythm. So what you do is you're running, and it's easy because you're used to it. For me, it was easier with the ball to do it naturally because as I played basketball, I'd always pick it up and go off my left leg because you always have to do the 1-2 step, right? Not the song, but you're just naturally used to doing a layup. So the same way you carve that pattern off a layup, the way you pick up the ball, you always know to take 2 steps, right? Most people don't travel on a layup if they got a fast break. It's pretty simple, off 1 foot. Same thing is true without the ball. You'll carve that pattern so that way your arm swing comes back naturally off that same step. So with the ball, in conclusion, is you come with the ball, pull it here, drive it up with your knee. So I'll show you at the camera. Pick it up, left hip, drive it up with your knee. So that arm swing, you can get so much of a thrust. A lot of times I see people just pick up the ball and they're trying to go up with the ball in their hand and they just go like this, right? They're not utilizing so much arm swing that they can really get a lot of big pop with. Take off on people. All right, so a quick recap. You want to keep your body upright, your eyes upright, stay parallel with the floor. You don't want to lean or like this. You want to stay straight, come from a good angle, and use that arm swing in rhythm, and you'll be taking off instantly higher, kind of like this. Ready? Let's touch the rim, Steve. Whew. Not the best, but as you see, it's a good positioning, pretty effortless, and the more you practice that and get the good positioning, the more you'll squeeze out of your vertical jump today. Let's get it. Well, that's it for today. Let me know how this helps you. I'd love to see your progress. Tag me in your stories. Show me how you're working on these things. Just remember, this is just one step in the process, in the journey. You have to work hard, believe in yourself, and let's get it. I'll see you next week. Boom.
Got the windows rolled up, riding down the boulevard clean. Young boy following his dreams. I've been making big plays, big plays, big plays. Get hated if he try to switch ways. We got